Wish Daddy luck. Say good luck, Daddy. Hope you win.
Love you too, lovely.
But Maggie, you're gonna come out when the bike starts. Grab it quick.
Just bike now, stay out the way. I know, and he's a fast racer, isn't he? Here we go, ready for another one of my amazing launches. I'm going to launch myself to the mid-pack from near the front, which is just depressing, isn't it? I've got to somehow get this sorted out. I mean, I'm swamped, but you know, that is what it is. And you know, sometimes it makes the race a bit more exciting because you've got more to do. Tricky conditions, damp patches. There's Damo Fricker just gone through on us, and so that was the guy. He going to come second. Luke Hedger there, BSB racer. So it'd be good if I could try and tag on to him, but he is gone already. This is obviously just recently surfaced, so it's a lovely smooth track, loads of grip. But as you can see from the clouds, it's been a bit overcast. We've had some rain. There's a patch there you've got to traverse across on the exit of that corner. You know, just a lot of the other riders are braver than me, aren't they, on the first lap and just really go for it. Whereas I'm still trying to get a bit of a feel for it, and I pay the price, don't I? So I had the worst launch on the grid, and then I'm a bit too cautious in the early laps. But it's going to be a good fun race anyway. Somebody having a massive lunge on me there, but we get the exit on him, and maybe that gave me a bit of a giddy up to start shifting. So I can't remember this week. I think this is the first dry session for anybody, maybe. So you don't know where your settings are. I mean, you've got an idea, haven't you, normally, and so you chuck them in. This is the infamous crane curves here. This is where everybody crashes, so you want to be super cautious through there. They say there's two types of rider. There's a rider that's crashed at Craners, and there's those that are going to crash at Craners. So then we're in quite a good position here, to be fair. It gives you quite good motivation when you've got riders just in front of you. You want to get back past them, really helps you sort of dig in and get your head down and get going. And I was super enjoying this race. I think I set a PB on the penultimate or the last lap. Got solidly into the 10s, which is pretty sweet, and I was so set for the next race, but we'll find out about that later on. But suffice to say, I think I managed to do a lap. Very frustrating, and so we're just going to, I said, just, you've got bikes in front of you, right? It really helps drag you on, lifts your vision, which makes riding faster easier because everything is driven by your vision. And we're just going to pick a way through, have a good race, hope that the mighty Ducati stays with us and is pretty reliable. I had a lovely start, didn't I, just before I went out. My little daughter there's waving me off and saying to somebody that that's her daddy. That's a sweet thing, isn't it? So that was lovely. It was just a mega weekend. I had my wife there and my good mate Dangerous Dave Rowlands. He came along to help on the spanners, his first time back with us in the solo races since many moons ago. And it makes a big difference having somebody support you. You can just relax a little bit. You got someone to chat to, so that takes away a bit of your nerves, because we all get a bit nervous, don't we, going out on the bikes. And it's made a big difference having everybody around to give you some support. So we really enjoyed that. And here, that section of track there, just coming into the S's, I seem to be one of my strong points, whereas in the past it's been a weak point. The brakes on the bike are, I'm really starting to get my head around them and how to use the braking, although the engine brake control, which is really mega, I don't have a sophisticated enough system to have it adjusted per corner, which, you know, top guys would, and I've never really seen the benefit of it because I'm not at that level. But you know, maybe into turn one I wanted to go down a gear, but if I do go down another gear, my engine braking slows me down too much. So I would like for turn one virtually no engine braking, so I can go down here to get better drive out. But you know, it's just things you learn as you go along, don't you, and how things work. But as you can see, I haven't learned how to launch the bike, have I? So I'm going to focus on that for the next race. I'm going to try and figure out why my clutch is so grabby, why I can't get off the line, whether it's operator error or a mechanical issue. So fingers crossed we can sort that out, because if I could get away with the front riders, you just get dragged along by them, and that really helps with your lap times when you are on track. It's like any sport. If you're playing with the best people, you get better. You have to, and it's the same here. So that's really holding me back. Those starts are so important. So we're going to work on that for the next race. I feel like I've got the bike in a sweet spot setup wise. Don't need to really work on much there. Maybe work on the gearing at certain tracks. This is old John Coughlin in front of us on the Aprilia. He's a good racer, to be fair, and very hard to overtake. He's quite he's good on the brakes and good on the gas. So you might have a good advantage in your lap speed over him. You might be a second quicker, but just so hard to get past him. He's fast, his bike's fast. I'm going to try and look around the outside here, and that ain't happening. That's going to compromise my exit, so he's then going to get a bit of respite and get a bit of a pull on me. But when you follow somebody for a lap, you can sort of work out where you might need to be quicker, and it looks like I'm going to try and launch around the outside here. Sweet. But now I've got to watch out for this damp patch. That's compromised my exit, and the wily old rascal's back past me. So again, damp patch on the track make it harder to pass if you need to go offline. So we've got to just be careful. You've got to respect your fellow racer. We don't want to have an incident, and you've got to work on your strengths over a lap. We're going to have a big old lunge here, and that seems to have worked so far. And through the S's, there's only really one line, so if you can get past somebody there, you're on it, aren't you? And this is us now coming in for the last final few corners. We were pulling in on the guys in front of us. We really pulled in a big gap to those guys. I was really pushing on the brakes in there and the throttle out of the corner before, but I wasn't going to get to them. And there's the checkered flag for a solid, I don't know where I finished that race, 12th maybe? Dropped to 25th, finished 12th. Anyway, see you at the next race.